Welcome back. No doubt security is top priority for the Lagos State government, and this is indicative of the massive investments made through the procurement of more sophisticated security equipment for relevant security agencies. The visit of the Acting Inspector General of Police and the Flag Officer commanding Western Naval Command to trouble zones indicate that the war against pipeline vandals and militants in the state is being won.
After the area bombardment of targeted hotspots of oil pipeline vandals in Lagos and Ogun states, the influx of the uniformed personnel to the surrounding communities has been on the increase. The Acting Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, led officers from the Lagos State Commands to inspect police formations and special operation base in Majidun and Ishawo communities in Ikorodu. At a military formation in Ikorodu, the acting IG was presented with details of the modes of operation by the army as they continue to map out strategies to ensure the vandals no longer remain at ease.
The ground is generally marshy, of swamp and of mangrove type. We have deployed some of our troops at Ikorodu, which is close to Bravo. So for past 48 hours, we carried out insertion operation into the general area. And we have been able to mop up the game of the airstrike and completely destroy the enemy camps.
While the residents are hoping for a safer environment, the presence of the Acting Inspector General of Police in the area may have brought some light to their plight, and this community leader is glad he came.
What we want is adequate peace. We want peace to reign. We don't want any rancor. We don't want any problem. So once more, we say thank you, sir.
Security is everybody's business. It's not everywhere you say a policeman. It's not everywhere you say a soldier. But you yourself can represent us. If you see any bad person, report to us. I want to thank all of you for the cooperation and for the support you are giving us.
Complementing the efforts of the military and other security agencies is also a priority for the police force.
As head of the Nigerian Police Force, it's incumbent on us to support our officers. And I believe that our coming here is going to encourage them to boost their morale so that they can do more than what they are doing now. And as you said, I have been here and I have so much from yesterday to today. And we are trying to see that obviously it's our responsibility to assist them in the operation they are doing, especially in the areas of deployment of our marine police here, which we are going to do. Two is that obviously to sort of encourage the local community to support what we are doing here as security agencies.
Within these Ikorodu communities, the flag officer commanding Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Ferguson Bobai, is also leading men of the Nigerian Army and other security outfits to assess the extent of operation on ground, especially around the creeks. These areas are believed to be hideouts where pipeline vandals carry out their activities. Somewhere in Elekwete, a large cache of 50-litre gallons, with some having petroleum products, were seen scattered around.
We were able to see from air that there was a lot of activity here. And the air bombardment resulted in all these scattered jerry cans you can see here. If 5 of us are doing business, we try to number the kegs so that everybody will know, oh, this keg belongs to so person. See, this is 32 something. Look at the other one, OBI. So that's the way to, identify the jerry cans. A normal human being should not come and have his house built here. So it's just to bring them close to resources. That's why they are building all these houses there.
Besides oil theft, illegal mining also exists in some of the communities.
With the vandalism of pipelines, there are illegal miners here. And the Ogun State governor was here day before yesterday. himself, he saw, and he has directed that these two earth-moving machines should be destroyed because the people operating here are doing that illegally. And the brigade commander, is it 35 battalion, Atlado battalion, brigade, I mean, was here. And I'm going to instruct him now to do away with it as directed by the governor. We did not arrest anybody. Like you can see, these machines are maybe last operated for some time. They are virtually broken down. One of them completely, the engine is out. And they were repairing it, I guess, so with an intention of continuing their illegal mining business. So once we burn down the machines, at least they will need to transport some other machines to come here and do what they want. Essentially, you can see that there must be something of economic importance. Otherwise, you won't engage yourself, you know. Is it the sun? Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, that's laterite, really.
Since Operation Awache was launched in 2014, the military had constantly deployed its men to dislodge vandals and militants from these communities, and a good number of arrests have been made.
Up to about 674 was what we were deploying between the Army, Navy, and the Air Force. But with this special operation we are doing, we are about 1,470 something. Yes, now on ground. That's Army, Navy, Air Force, police, and civil defense. Then, of course, there are elements of SSS which you cannot see here.
Rear Admiral Bobai also visited the Arekpo and Ibafo communities in Ogun State, where pipeline vandalism is obvious. Most residents who fled their communities over fear of their lives have started to return. This resident admitted to the experience in peace since the intervention of the military in Ibafo.
We have relative peace in this environment, and those who ran away, some of the landlords, the tenants that ran away from this environment, they have started returning gradually, and there is peace now. Shops are open, churches are opened, schools are going on with their summer school and so on and so forth. So there is peace now.
At the end of the assessment tour of these communities, here's what Rear Admiral Ferguson Bobai had to say about the challenges and the way forward.
You can see the whole area where all these illegalities are happening. They are just clustered together. But because of the nature of the terrain, you cannot just navigate them. You have to come back to land and then go to the waterfront again. If they were navigable, within 30 minutes you can go around all these places that we took a whole day to visit. Essentially, I want to believe that you also have seen the magnitude of activities of these pipeline vandals across all these places we have gone. There are evidence that they have had a field day, and I believe that it is time for us to just put a total stop to all this nonsense. The economy of this country belongs to all of us, and some few individuals should not hold us to ransom, pulling us back instead of the nation progressing economically. So we are going to do all that we can do to ensure that these pipeline vandals do not come back to all these places we have visited.
As the operation to dislodge these economic saboteurs intensifies, there is need to constantly keep the morals of the troops alive and accord them adequate welfare in order to insulate them from dining with the devil.